fire through the fall, even when the silence said it all. You and I always, when the world walked away, still your heart chose to stay. We didn't have a perfect start, just two lost souls with hopeful hearts. There were nights we barely spoke, but love held on when we almost broke. You made coffee when I couldn't move, you stayed close when I had nothing to prove. No grand words, no sweeping vows, just showing up then and now. We made a life out of messy days, built our love in quiet ways. Through every storm we walked half blind, but still your hand found mine. You and I always, even when the colors fade, even when we both felt afraid. You and I always, not just sunshine, not just grace, but in the real, the raw, the everyday space. We're not perfect, but we're true, and I'll always choose you. I remember fights that shook the floor. You slammed the door, I cried some more, but love came back in softer tones, and sorry eyes and midnight phones. You laughed when I forgot the date, I smiled when you burned the cake. It's in those little broken things that's where ever begins. One day we'll be old and gray, but I'll still find new ways to say that you're the peace in all my noise, but steady in my shaking voice. You and I always, through the cracks and through the grace, through every tear the love replaced. You and I always, when nothing felt sure, we held on, we enjoyed. You and I always, come what may. Love like ours never fades away. You and I always, always. You and I not always, through the chaos, through the still. You and I not always, when the world turned cold, you loved me still. We never needed grand displays, no roses laid across our days. You held me close in broken times, when dreams were small, and so were signs. No picture perfect love affair, just laundry nights and midnight care. But every moment, loud or small, you showed me love. You gave it all, you gave it all. We had our fights, we had our flaws, we found our peace in quiet wars. But every time we lost our way, your hand reached out and chose to stay. You and I always, through every fall and rise, love felt real, not just nice. You and I always, when the laughter fades, we still write love in the mess we've made. Forever doesn't need to shout, you and I just figure it out. You and I always, always. We built a world from simple things, old coffee mugs to wedding rings. And even when the colors blurred, your silence still said every word, every word. You knew my moods, I knew your fears. We stayed through days, we stayed through years. I never doubted what we are. You've always been my safest star. just you and me, and all the rest. You and I always, even when the light grows dim, you'll still be my everything. You and I always, even when we fade away, love like ours will always stay. No need for forever's parade. You and I were always made to be always. You and I always, always. Through the quiet, through the loudest days. You and I, no matter the ways. I'll love you through time, through change, through pain. Ooh, you and I, always. We weren't perfect from the start, but you held my hand when it got hard. We learned to love the little things, like grocery runs and broken swings. I never asked for diamond skies, just your sleepy voice at midnight. No fairy tales, no Hollywood scenes, just us, just life, just real, just dream. You never promised forever out loud, but I saw it in the way you stayed around. In every silence, in every fight, you chose me still, and that felt right. You and I, always, no matter the storm, even in moments when love felt warm. You and I, always, still holding tight. Even in wrong, we found what's right. You and I, forever starts every time you say my name. Some days were cold and some felt far, but I never stopped knowing where you are. You made a home in my broken parts, lit a fire in my fragile heart. And even when we lost our way, you kissed my doubt, made it okay. This love ain't perfect, but it's true, and I still choose this life with you. And if we're gray with wrinkled skin, I still trace your smile, feel you within. Cause loving you's my sweetest fight, my longest road, my softest light. You and I, always, through every scar, been my peace, my northern star. You and I, always, no matter the place, still my breath, my saving grace. You and I, always, even when forever fades. You and I stay. Stay your hand I wanna hold, through the young and through the old. When the spark has turned to flame, I choose you again. We've said words we didn't mean, we've both fallen, felt unseen. But every time we came back home, it felt like we had never gone. You know me deeper than I do, still you stay and see me through. perfect road. I just need you to walk it slow. Love's not flawless, but it's true. 'Cause I still fall again for you. I choose you again when the days feel long, when we're tired and right feels wrong. Through the fights, through every bend, even when we break, we mend. I don't need to search within. I choose you again. We've danced through storms, we've kissed in pain, built our love through joy and strain. Knowing not who we were back then, but I'd still fall for you again. Some chase fire that doesn't last. We build love that's made to last. And it's not about a fairy tale, showing up when we both fail. Even when the shine feels dim, I always find my light in him. I choose you again with a steady heart. Through the healing and every scar, when life rewrites our favorite lines, I'll still be yours, you'll still be mine. In every now and every then, I choose again. No vows can ever capture this. The quiet fights, the morning kiss. A million reasons we could end, somehow we begin again. I choose you again. That's a wild and tame. When we're not the same, I love you the same. Through the doubt, the mess, the grace, I still find home in your embrace. If I could live my life from within, I choose you again.